Welcome to In Case You Missed It. In today's video, here's a hot update on the Vusi Matlala case, which is the attempted hit on Tebogo Thobejane's life. Sunday World has leaked what they claim is Tebogo's police statement dated February of this year, 2025. The report has name-dropped two big individuals, which are Morgan Maumela and Serge Cabonge. It also reveals the motive behind the hit on Tebogo. Stay tuned to find out how Morgan and Serge are allegedly involved, what the motive is, and the latest on Vusi's bail application. This story has so many layers, and I'm going to try and simplify it. According to the statement reported by Sunday World, Tebogo said she suspected Vusi Matlala and his wife Tsakani of being behind the attempt on her life. Both Tsakani and Vusi have since been arrested. Vusi is still applying for bail, while Tsakani has already been granted bail of 20,000 rands. Here's where it gets complicated. Tebogo and Tsakani were actually business partners. Tebogo even introduced Tsakani to Vusi because at the time, Tebogo and Vusi were in a relationship and she thought it could lead to a business partnership between the three of them. But things turned sour when Tsakani and Vusi allegedly started a romantic relationship of their own. It has long been speculated online that the motive behind the hit was jealousy, that Tsakani begged Vusi to take Tebogo out permanently. But now, new allegations tell a different story. It's alleged that Vusi was the one who wanted to get rid of Tebogo because she knew too much. What exactly did she know? Brace yourselves. Sunday World alleges that Tebogo witnessed a Vusi meeting with Morgan Maumela around the time Babita Deokaran was killed. She claims that during this time, Vusi was acting strangely and even confessed that a hit he had ordered on a woman had gone wrong. From that conversation, it is alleged that Tebogo says she put two and two together and believed Vusi was talking about Babita. Now let's rewind. In a previous video I made, please do check that out, we spoke about the Tembisa hospital tender irregularities. Babita had flagged several questionable contracts that involved Vusi's companies, but he wasn't the only one. A number of Morgan Maumela's companies were also flagged amongst many others. Now, according to these new claims, Tebogo is linking both Vusi and Morgan Maumela to Babita's murder, allegedly. And remember, in Babita's case, the hitmen were arrested and convicted, but the alleged masterminds have still never been brought to book. Now let's talk about Morgan Maumela, a name that's popping up in the Vusi Matlala case and one that carries some very heavy connections. Morgan Maumela is related to none other than President Cyril Ramaphosa through his ex-wife. To break it down, he is the son of Ramaphosa's ex-wife's brother. That makes him first cousins with Ramaphosa's children from the first marriage. The Maumela family itself is known to have built a massive family trust portfolio, owning properties in some of South Africa's most expensive areas, including Camps Bay. Morgan is no stranger to investigations. His name has already been linked in the news to the Tembisa hospital tender irregularities, with an estimated 360 million worth of contracts connected to the Department of Health. In fact, reports allege that Morgan and Vusi, together with their other business partners, were spotted at a dinner hosted by Edwin Sodi. These are men with serious financial muscles, and in South Africa we all know that justice can often be delayed bought or fought in ways both legal and illegal. It's even alleged that the hitmen in Tebogo's case were paid a staggering 400,000 rands. But here's the important part. No court will entertain allegations without proof, and as of now, there is no concrete evidence linking Vusi or Morgan directly to the Babita Deokaran murder. What we have is only circumstantial ties, and I hope Tebogo does have tangible proof of her allegations that maybe the police can use to bring charges to the alleged masterminds. According to the Sunday World article, Tebogo also implicates Tsakani, Vusi's wife, because she is the CEO of Cat VIP, Vusi's security company. Tebogo alleges that Tsakani played a role in orchestrating the hit through her connections in the security business. But that's not all. Two more names appear in the leaked statement, and those names are Serge, Cabonge, and a woman named Natasha. Tebogo claims that Serge and Natasha were spying on her for Vusi. She alleges that Serge sold a recording of Tebogo discussing Babita's unaliving with Serge, and Serge apparently took that recording and sold that recording to Vusi. It is alleged that Serge tracked Tebogo's movements, kept tabs on her whereabouts, where she went and who she was with. It is also alleged that Serge was with Tebogo on the very night she was ambushed by the hitman, after he insisted on joining Tebogo and her friends at the restaurant she was at in Sandton. Now, for context, Serge is known publicly as a retired sugar daddy and has previously been linked to other shady stories involving hitmen, though those cases were not connected to Vusi's. Vusi's case, along with 4 co-accused, including his wife, has been postponed. The reason for this is that the state wants to centralize all of his cases. Remember, he isn't just facing charges for the attempted hit on Tebogo anymore. He is also linked to several other cases, such as the DJ Somebody's case, the Armand Swartz unaliving. There's also the allegations of state capture that were made by General Mkhwanazi. Also the corruption related to tenders awarded to him by SAPS. I've covered all of these allegations on my previous videos, so you can check those out for context and background. And that's not all. Jerry Bushokhazi's family also alleged that Vusi is involved in his kidnapping, and recently Sunday World alleged that Tebogo claims that Vusi was involved in unaliving one of his lawyers. Apparently this lawyer wanted to report him to SARS and he allegedly took him out. So the list of allegations keep on growing because the investigations are still underway, and as of now the official charges against him have not been finalized pending this investigation. So while the state works to centralize his cases, Vusi is applying for bail. You will remember that he had previously abandoned his bail application, but today he was back in court pursuing that application. His legal team insists that he is being framed. They maintain that he is innocent and claim he is not a danger to anyone or himself. But the state is opposing this bail application and have raised several concerns. They say that Vusi allegedly holds a Swatini passport under a name Vusi Dlamini and not Matlala. This passport is said to show an entry into Swaziland but no exit stamp, raising questions about how he returned to South Africa without a return stamp in his passport. The state also argues that he has the resources to flee, especially considering the many charges against him and the growing list of allegations. And also they stated that there is a need to protect witnesses on these cases. The state also claimed that Vusi shows no respect for the law and that a cell phone was found in his possession while he is incarcerated, with the records on that cell phone showing he was still communicating with Brown Mokgotsi and others. This is a developing story. If you want to stay updated, subscribe, like, and comment on my videos. Your thoughts matter, and we'll keep bringing you all the latest as this case unfolds.